let's start like talking about movement, right?
Yeah.
So you describe movement as a network of move-based modular chains,
Yeah.
right? But before all of that, what is Move?
Yeah, so Move started from the DM project at Facebook. Back then, this was before Facebook was Meta. Zuckerberg was like, we believe in the metaverse. We're going to go all in on the crypto thesis. This is like 2019, 2020, 2021, that era. And the Facebook team really wanted to do a stable coin on the Facebook app. So imagine like you have money, you want to send it to your mom on WhatsApp, you want to send it to Facebook, Anon on Facebook. You can do that within the app itself. You have stable coin there. So that was generally the thesis of the DM Libra project. They realized they couldn't use the EVM because it just wasn't secure. If they were going to put like a 14-year-old's assets on chain or like a 64-year-old grandma assets on chain, it couldn't get hacked. It had to be high throughput. It has to be custom blockchain. So they didn't choose EVM. They didn't choose Solana. They built their own VM from scratch called Move. The thesis was DM and Libra, which is the same thing, want to build the fastest and most secure blockchain to power Facebook. And then SEC, when it went to production, was like, no, you can't do that. Crypto sucks, and it still is going through all the regulations in the United States. And they struck down on it. It split up into Apis and Sui, which were the two main research divisions of Libra project. And both like are still like trying to figure out things. It's like the first year of Solana where the wallet was horrible, the user experience was awful, there's no liquidity, no developers really. So when people are saying like, oh, Move is dead or the language is dead, I would say like, look back at Solana. Everyone said Solana was dead, and now everyone's like, oh, Solana's bullish. People will be surprised what happens with Move.
Aptos and Sui have been in the market for a while now, right? But arguably you've done a much better job at like just pushing the Move ecosystem, right? What do you think has been going on with those guys then?
I think like we work with Aptos. They're actually investors into a new round, and like hats off to Mo and Avery. I think like they're really focused on what they're good is research. They're a really good technical team. They're very good at this like Silicon Valley partnerships. BlackRock. I don't want to announce anything here, but there's a lot of institutional partnerships coming to these systems. But I think one thing they need help with, frankly, is a community building, approaching in a Web3 native way. And I think that's actually more complementary to Aptos. Where Aptos they're better engineers than us. They're better like Facebook team than us. They know how to bring in retail and institutionals. We're focused on the meme coin decks.
Right.
We're focused on like how do we get people in CT talking about us? How do you get mind sharing crypto CT? Because I think the one mistake that these DM programs started off with is like when they launched, they focused on Google Cloud, not the decks.
Right.
So as a builder in Aptos early on, that was my big frustration. Like they weren't really caring too much about the ecosystem. Now they're doing a much better job, but back then it was to focus on how do we get Google Cloud on, how do we get Amazon on, and didn't really focus on the random 21-year-old builder, right? So I think we're approaching it from a bottoms-up approach, like being Web3 native, being very crypto native, and bringing like the DeFi culture to Move. And I think like if we can bring that in combination with what Aptos is doing, then you have the opportunity to make leapfrog move over Solana.